Hello everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to a brand new live stream. Today we are going to be upgrading our coal and steel power plants. This is something that we tackled in our last video, and like I said in that video, I do want to try and upgrade a couple parts here and there. And something else that I definitely said in that video was that I didn't forget about the fact that I've now got concrete and other architectural pieces unlocked. So that's definitely something that I will be adding today, as well as a couple other bits and pieces, including a roof, but not any usual roof. Now, a few of my regular audience might be realizing that I currently haven't got a webcam, and there is a reason for that, as I very quickly go into the dolly mode. Right now, wait, why am I hiding behind the wall? Wait, what? Oh yeah, I've got that pose, whoops. Right now here in the UK at least, it is rather hot. So, for the sake of everyone, including myself, I've turned it off just for today, because I look a little bit like a dehydrated tomato, so that's the reason for that. And for whatever reason, the graphics look really low, but I assume this is ultra graphics, right? I mean, it doesn't look like it. Apparently it is. But regardless, let's just get straight into things. I hope everyone is doing well. And yes, we have got quite a lot planned. As usual, if the volume's too loud or too quiet, do let me know and I will change it. Now let's begin. So I want to try and start off with the very first major thing that I'm concerned about. Everything here keeps overflowing, which is great. It means I got tons of resources. But it also means that because it's overflowing, I'm actually not able to collect all of these resources or sink them. And that's definitely something I do want to try and do. Welcome Maximus, hope that you're doing good. First one here today. So what I want to try and do is have all three of these lots go into three separate... Actually... No, not necessarily three separate awesome sinks. Because if I get my calculations up for a quick second, we can see that we are producing... Actually, our stages are quite close to us here as well. 5 stages. 5 of you lots. 40, so that's, what, 80? 80 items per minute. So in theory, you guys can all just go into one awesome sink, and that won't really be a drama. And I think, like, here will be a pretty good place to build it. So the very first thing that I'm actually going to do is go into my customizer, and I should have enough resources today. Luckily, in episode 6, which you guys haven't seen just yet, I don't do any upgrades to my starter factory. So luckily, I can go for a quick tour around there today if needs be. So that's completely fine, luckily. So, oh, actually, I don't like how you're sticking out. So I'm actually going to get... Actually, oh dear, holy lag. I was going to say I've got to replace a wall down there, but I don't actually think I do, so that's completely fine. Don't worry, the lag will stop. Often when I build something for the first time or move around a chunk of the world, it does lag a little bit, but that will just go away. Additionally, I think I mentioned this in a video that will be coming out in a couple of days, but I'm going to be going away. Welcome, by the way, Ligma Boy, hope that you're doing good. I'm going to be going away for work-related issues, starting on the 4th of July, all the way to the... What is it? 4th of July, I think, to the 14th? I'll be gone. So there won't really be any streams, unfortunately. However, there will be a couple of videos going out, including my last best recipe video. For now, at least, until we get more recipes. Why are you doing that? I hate that. With a fiery passion burning inside of me. Okay, so you've got to try and connect to there. That's fine. Okay, I see the problem here. So what I'm actually going to try and do is get you... and plop you down. Why are you... There we go. Plop you down here. And then have you just connect into there. Fantastic. There we go. That was a slight problem, but now we've managed to avoid it. I'm also going to get rid of that. And I believe the power is coming from lag. The power is coming from somewhere here. So what I'm actually going to try and do is place this underneath our concrete foundations over here. So I suppose here will be a pretty good location for it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Then the power that was coming from up there, where are you attached to? Because you will be somewhere here. I think. Well, you have to be. Yeah. I can't see you, though. Wait, do you attach to there? Okay. I don't know why that goes all the way around, but that kind of makes my life a little bit easier. So that's completely fine. No problems there. Fantastic. Let me just double check, though. I always like to double check things, not just in Satisfactory, just in life as well. Okay, see, yeah, you're not connected properly just yet, which is a bit of a concern. So now you've then got to connect to you lot. Okay, great. And even, I don't want you sticking out either, so I'm going to get rid of both of them. I hope that's not going to mess up my power grid entirely, but it should be completely fine. There we go. They come round over here. In fact, why are you going through there? Connect to this one. You don't need to do that. You can just go straight into here. And for the sake of making my life a bit easier, I'm just going to get rid of that very quickly. Then get rid of you, then attach you to there. Now everything should be back to normal. Yes. Fantastic. Also, our power grid's looking really good. In actual fact, it's kind of nuts. The reason why this is so low is because almost none of my machines are actually turned on. But in reality, if everything was turned on, it would obviously be somewhere up there. So it looks a lot better than what it actually is. Additionally, if you guys can hear my air conditioning in the back, I do apologize. I will turn it down a little bit. But I kind of have to have it on right now because it is boiling. It is absolutely just boiling. There we go. Is there a gap there? I know, like, I'm never gonna actually stand here. But in my head, if there is a small gap there, it will drive me insane. But luckily, there is no gap there. I'm not a big fan of this either. There is something I can do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. So I believe what I want to try and do is grab something like that and place it back around here. A few of you probably know where I'm going with this. If you don't, then I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to do this. Customize, paint you concrete, and then just zoop you up over there. So you are, in theory, dead snapping rather badly, but I don't have to look at you, so I think it's a bit of a sacrifice worth making, I'd say. No, wow, how many of the wrong ramps can I select? There we go. Then we'll go to foundations. No, we'll go to walls, concrete, and then just drag you straight down. And then eventually we'll have some sort of like a wall over there as well. In fact, right here should be pretty good. So what I'm going to try and do is we'll come to here. I'll select that. So, yeah, regarding the streams, there won't be any streams now for the next, well, cancel that. I want to try and stream Thursday. But everything after Friday, I won't be able to stream. Unfortunately, until I'm back. Okay, we'll do that. It feels like I'm constantly, like, going on holiday and stuff, but luckily, after, I would say, like, mid-July, we should be good for the rest of the year. I don't think I've got anything else scheduled, so, yeah, we all good. And do that over there as well. I don't necessarily mind too much what this looks like from the other side, because I'm never really going to be on the other side. I'm not too concerned, but there we go. I am pretty happy with that. There is a gap there, but I am going to have to use these 1 meter tall walls. There we go. Is that good? Can I do one more? I can. Just about. But there we go. We've now got our little exit out of here. I can try and make it look a little bit nicer. So I think the very first thing that I have to do is place the industrial railings. I mean, by this point, it's almost like something I have to do at this point. Because of the amount of times I've done it in the past. There we go. Fantastic. So that's the first part done. When it comes to things like patterns, I can't do it on a ramp, can I? I just lied. I lied, everybody. I'm sorry. I do want to try and do you there, though. I think that will end up looking pretty good. There we go. Right, awesome sinks. So, In theory, it makes sense if our awesome sink just comes up to here, won't it? So what I want to try and do is place this down over here, and I promise this will make sense. I promise. I can guarantee it will make sense to at least me. Maybe, I don't know. Logistics will then go into our merger category, where I want you guys to merge. I think to here will be pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna have to have one more there, but why am I adding this one here or not over here? You'll see in just a moment. I have calculated everything in my... Feck. Okay, maybe I haven't calculated everything. I've calculated most things, so that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, essentially today's stream is going to be a nice chilled, nice relaxed stream. We're going to be around here for the majority of today's stream. Holy lag. I was thinking about what to add over here, and I'm still unsure. Obviously now I've got no obelisks. I think I mentioned that in episode 5. If not, then ignore me saying that. I'm so good with spoilers. I'm like Tom Holland trying not to spoil a Marvel movie. But yes, we've now got no obelisk, which is fantastic. I'll just chuck you guys here. Not all of you, though. And I suppose one of the good things about that is I can now destroy all like these gas pillar things, which is fantastic. But I don't know if I want to destroy that, because now there's no trees there. Obviously, if I knew what I was going to be doing regarding the design of my factory, I would have left a couple of trees here for like natural beauty. I didn't have a clue what I was doing though. As pure usual. Regardless. That's in the past. That's why I think you should be able to place down vegetation in this game. I know why they don't do it. I completely understand. But at the same time though, it's like, I really want there to be some sort of vegetation in this game. But again, never gonna happen, so no point getting your hopes up. Right, now, I suppose I want you to go somewhere along here. Look at that, that is perfect. It's straight, it's not like... Oh, it's good. I like it. I'll then have you coming to there. Now, the reason why I'm dragging this out to here isn't just for a bit of a piss take. No. It's actually... Wait, why are you guys turning on? I didn't do anything. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I want to try and get you lot to go up to there to sync them. So what I'm going to do is select... we can do that, but I might as well get the Mark IV. In case you don't know, by the way, let's say you have a Mark I conveyor lift and you want a Mark IV. You don't have to back out of it, then select Mark IV. All you've got to do is select the lift, then I'm so good at this game. Then hold down the E button. Then you can switch between any other identical building of the category. You can do the exact same thing as well with conveyor belts. If I want to use a Mark I conveyor belt, I can either press E to get Mark I or hold down E to then choose the conveyor belt that I want. I know a few of you guys know this, and that's completely fine. But like I did state at the very start of this series, I do want to try and provide... I'm so good at this game. I do want to try and provide a few tips and tricks for the newer players as well. Just so you guys don't feel completely lost. Okay, I hate this, but I love this. Like, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. Okay, I want you to come through here. Is this chaotic? Yes. Do I like the chaos? Yes. And what I'm actually... Wait, are you guys the same height? You shouldn't be. No, you're not. So this might look a bit weird, but I'm going to do it anyway. You're going to come down. You're going to come down. And then you guys are going to connect. Oh, look at that for space. That is beautiful. But the reason why I've brought both of these down rather than just lowering this a little bit, because I feel like that looks a bit weird, whereas this, I can sort of get behind. But regardless, there we go. We've now got everything coming over to here, which is brilliant. The next thing that I'm then going to do is actually... Do I want to do that? No. I'm actually going to keep this here. Expand you guys down to there a little bit. Special... I should be able to afford this, right? Oh, wow. Fantastic, gamer. Yeah, I'm liking the way that looks. So I'm going to chuck you down. I do love the look of the awesome sink, by the way. The way that you can see the items being grinded up, it's really satisfying. I mean, to be fair, is there like a bad machine in this game? If there's anyone watching live, you guys can comment as well. But is there any machine in Satisfactory that you guys just cannot stand the look of and that you try to hide? Personally, I can't really think of one, even though I do often try to hide my fuel generators. But that's mostly just because I'm unique and not in a good way. Right, so the good thing about you now is because I've got a bit of a logistics floor underneath you, which that's almost intentional, by the way. Wow. Because I've... Sorry, I am sarcastic sometimes. But because I've got that there, it means I can essentially hide that, which is great. Connect you into there. And now we can start to sync everything, which is fantastic. It will take a bit of time for everything to be fully sunk. But as you can see, it is going to work. Because we've only got about 80 items per minute here. And this is a 480 item per minute belt. So essentially we can process way more items than what we're getting, which is fantastic. This will give us about 100 coupons? What? When did I get that? I mean, granted, actually, this is going to shock a few of you. We are now 150 hours into this playthrough. The last time I showed you guys how many hours we were in, I think it was like 60 hours at the start of last episode. So we've spent pretty much 90 hours in the last 2 episodes. That's how much time I've been putting into this world. You guys have honestly no idea. But at the same time, though, if I didn't enjoy it, do you think I'll be doing it? No. So even though 90 hours is a long time, I will admit that, it's also time that I would have been actually... Yeah, no, I would have been spending that time playing this game. Maybe a bit less. But it's not like I'm just doing Satisfactory. Like, I try and run a minimum of 12... Well, I say 10 and 12 kilometers a day. I try and stay active, try and stay healthy. I touch grass occasionally as well. Healthy body, healthy mind, as they say. I don't know who says that, but I'm sure someone does. Maybe Gary from The Office. I don't know. There we go. Let's just border off this part of the factory here as well. And there is one thing that we have to add here. And again, regular viewers of the channel might be aware of what I'm going to be adding. Because if I don't add it, I will... Wait, is that a gap? No. How dare I? That is right. It is the double beam connectors. I have to. There we go, and then we'll do one more over here. I suppose I can chuck you over there as well, why not? Now, regarding this, is there anything else that I want to try and add here? Yeah. There is. I just don't know if it's going to look nice. I'm still going to try it, though. So can I add you here? Like so. I mean, I don't know what that... Actually, ooh. 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 Wait. I had an idea, everybody. If that isn't a cause for concern, I don't know what is. I'll then stretch you over there like so. Go back into architecture. And I could either use a small concrete pillars here or the round concrete. But I think what I might even try and do... Again, this is very over the top, but I think it will end up looking rather decent. If I select you, zoop you up to the top, then I get you, and then place you down like this. I think this could look good. Like a bit of support, just a bit of texture, a bit of depth. That's the word I'm always looking for, depth. Because it does generally make a huge difference, like when you add depth to a build. I think I've released a video titled... Well, I did release a video titled... using only 1.1 parts to build a factory or something like that. Where I think I talked about depth as well. And I'm pretty sure I also released another video where I titled like... best tips for how to build an external factory, something like that. Like the exterior of a factory. You can tell my videos are very important when even I've forgotten the name of half of them. And if I've even made it. Because the truth is, I often have a lot of video ideas, but some of them just take so long to make that I don't really go through with it. Like, I'm planning one video at the moment, and the actual, like, clip, like, gathering the clips part of it, I've estimated is going to take about 2 hours, and that's just for the clips. And essentially, it's like a guide on how to explore in Satisfactory, which sounds a bit boring, but it's actually one of, like, my most in-depth videos I've ever planned on releasing, so I think it's rather important. I go through, like, literally everything. Because I know that some people really don't like exploring or hunting for power slugs and crash sites, so I want to try and make a guide where I essentially say, it's not as bad as you think. That's the whole point of it. There we go. Then we'll make sure to get our round concrete beams, just like so. A couple days ago, I did a Twitch stream. I know that not everyone follows the Twitch, and that's completely fine. But I do occasionally do Twitch-only streams. So if you guys are enjoying the content, you might benefit from that as well. Again, there will be no streams for the next couple of weeks. Oh, I did not mean to climb that. But when I return, I will go back to doing a few Twitch-only streams. Okay, there we go. So I'd say that's this part of the factory pretty much done. I suppose what I could do, I don't know if this is going to be worth it, but I just want to double check anyway. If I was to try and get up there, which in fact, I've got a jetpack now, I can get up there. There we go. I want to try and grab you, then go up by 2, is it? In fact, haven't I made a blueprint for this? Yeah, I have. That's exactly what I sort of want here. How wide is it? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the last one doesn't really matter. Right, okay. You're a bit too short. So let's try and actually place down that blueprint here. It might save me a bit of time in the long run. Yeah, well, yeah, sure. And let's try and get some quartz crystals. How are you doing with our coupons? Wow, like, look at that for a difference. Went from 10,000 per minute, and that's because I've been doing some Caterium stuff behind the scenes, to 150,000. And granted, that is going to slow down there a little bit. But as of right now, this is really good. I'm very happy with that. We've still got to sync quite a lot of our versatile frameworks and our encased industrial beams. But that will be a different awesome sync somewhere around there. I want to try and do like one bit of the factory at a time. I've also built this here as well. I don't know if I show this on camera. I've been doing like a lot of work behind the scenes. But I've built this little awesome sink built into the rock there, where all the excess items I get just stored up here, I sink. Which is the reason as to why I have 100 coupons. I didn't just like spawn them in. Hello, I've also made friends now of all of the local wildlife. There's one hog next to my coal power plant, and it literally just walks into the power plant whenever it feels like. So I'll be there building something or doing my pipe logistics, which by the way is driving me mentally insane. I'll do a little bit of that, and then the hog just walks in. I don't kill it, it doesn't kill me, it's all good. Welcome, Bevrad, hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the coal power plant, it's actually not as big as I thought it would be. It's actually it's fully done now. The only thing I've got to do is turn it... Oh, God. There we go. Is actually turn it all on. Also, I've done this off camera as well. I definitely know where everything is. Yeah, I'll take all of it. I've placed down all of the coal power extractors, whatever they're called, coal power generators, which is great. It's good. I haven't turned it all on though, because because our water extractors consume more power than what I'm currently able to produce. Yeah, it's one of those situations. But luckily, when the factory's fully turned on, it should all be good. Coal pisses you up? Yeah, coal can be a bit annoying. Luckily, depending on the way that you plan your factory, it isn't too bad. I don't know if you've seen my video where I built a coal power plant about 6 months ago, 7 months ago now. Actually, it would have been almost 10 months ago, actually, because time's flying. And the way that I did it, for example, my water extractor was here, then my coal generator was there. So the actual pipe flow and the pipe logistics was so simple to do. It was like literally 20 meters. It was fantastic. So when you do it like that, it makes life a bit easier. Call can be a bit annoying. Not as annoying as the ballistic warp drive, which... but overall it's not too bad. Right, so the plan is, I'm going to remove that. And then the other plan... Wait, why are you that high up? I shouldn't need that there. But then I'm going to go into our blueprints. Select the blueprint which I'm actually planning on deleting. And I think just placing it down there, that should be a pretty good spot for it. Maybe one higher. No, I was fine before. Making sure that you are in line with that. No. Cancel that. That's great. Making steel, yeah, it can be a bit annoying. Especially if it's your first time as well. Because when you make things like steel, you don't just need iron and coal. For some things you need iron, you need coal, you need limestone, you need copper. So it's trying to get all of that, then bringing it to one certain location. Luckily, the way I've done it is actually really simple, but yeah, it can be annoying, that's for sure. Okay, then grab you. No. Grab you over there as well. Fantastic. And I think there's one more. Come on. Nope. The very final thing that I'm going to add, which you can't even see, by the way, but I think when you stand a bit further back, you probably can see. So I think it'll be worth it, but it's this, if I can place down a ramp. There we go. Trains, no. I don't use vehicles that much. Not anymore, at least. I just don't really like them that much. I try and stick to just conveyor belts if I can. Because I'm one of those players that just likes conveyor belts. Trucks and tractors, I don't massively recommend, if I'm completely honest. Trains are fine. Drones are good. If you can make a lot of batteries, I think I'm planning on making quite a lot if I show you my workings out. I don't think it's on this file, don't know. This one, I think. But yeah, I'm planning on making a decent amount of batteries that should last me throughout this entire playthrough. Which is great, I think. If you want to use trains or anything, like any vehicles, that's fine as well. I just, like, personally, I don't really want to. Where are these blinking things? If I remember correctly, is it 500 batteries? It's a decent amount. I've actually never even, like, made batteries. Well, I've never used batteries in vehicles before. Okay, 1,000. So to make my 1,000 batteries per minute, I need 1,750 alkali aluminium sheets, which is, like, resource-wise, it's not even that bad. 175 crude oil, that's pretty easy to get. 1,750 bauxite, that is, like, 2 pure nodes. Water is a bit of a hassle. You can get 120 per water extractor, so that's, like, 17 water extractors, which is fine. Copper, that's not a problem at all. A bunch more. Actually, I'm using iron, aren't I? I forgot I'm using iron wire. That's fine. Again, it's like a pure node with a Mark III miner and a Mark VI conveyor belt. And then just a bunch more crude oil over here as well. A bit of sulfur. I mean, sulfur could be a bitch. I don't know. But there you go, that's 1,000 batteries, and that should be completely fine throughout my entire playthrough, so I'm not massively concerned about that. It is a lot, yeah, it is a lot. But the thing is, I'd rather make too much, and then sink the items that I don't need, rather than not making enough than having to build an extension to the factory, because that would just be annoying. But there we go, we've now built this wall over there. It looks like a wall. I mean, it's nothing special, but I quite like it. Now let's move on. Do I want to add anything over here? Part of me says yes, but what? I suppose like an outpost tower? Yeah, we can add a bit of like a unique feature here, why not? Is it gonna serve a purpose? Actually, yes it will. It completely will, and I'll show you why when I place it down. These are all the small details I wanted to try and add to this part of the factory. But the problem is, if I was to do this in the video, it would just add on like an extra an extra few hours of work. And it's not really worth it. It makes no difference to the actual episode itself. I would much rather stream this, hang out with you guys, have a bit of fun. Please just, like, place it down for the love of all that's holy. Thank you. I'm actually going to end up getting rid of this. Then this. I believe it fits in here, right? Is it just over one foundation? Bruh, no, it's fine. Yeah. Nice. I could paint that blue, but I feel like black's a lot nicer. Yeah. Chaos. There we go. So the reason as to why I said this is generally going to be helpful is because if I was to now climb this, I can very simply now get over here. Whereas before, I'd either have to ramp up or use a bit of my jet fuel, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, the next plan now is something. I want to try and do something here with this path. Do you line up with this? You actually kind of do. Interesting, okay. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Wait, what? I can place it down. Why was the game saying I couldn't place it there for a second? Anyway. So I'll chuck you down like that. Hear me out. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't even know what I'm doing, if I'm honest. Which is the best way to play the game, in my opinion. Wait, have I not got inverted ramps? Are you having a laugh? Really? I haven't got inverted ramps. No, I must do. You are sending me to the shops. There is no way I haven't got inverted ramps. Okay, that's fine. The animation there of the character. Basically, if your character's in like a sitting animation, and then you respawn, your character does like a front flip or a back flip sometimes. It's weird. I quite like it though. It's like a very inconsequential bug, but I quite like it. I'm guessing it's a bug. Maybe it's intentional. I don't know. So the very first thing I'm going to try and do is actually grab some more concrete, as I'll ram that into my inventory. I should not have left the gap there between my and inventory. Wow. How to get a stream demonetized. Very quickly, I want to try and grab myself some more concrete. Because I am running, like, really low on concrete. And in fact, something else I want to try and show is that a few of you might have realized I'm not actually automating copper sheets. Yet I always seem to have thousands of it. I'm not spawning it in. Again, I don't have any sort of cheats turned on. In fact, if I was to go into... is it options? No, manage session. Then... this one. There you go. Advanced game settings disabled. So I can't physically like cheat just to prove it. But what I do essentially is I wait for these to overflow. I then grab all of the copper ingots like this, and then afterwards I then manually handcraft these copper ingots into copper sheets. Even though I don't need to handcraft them anymore. I still do. Well, I say handcraft. To be fair, I go into the hand or the crafting bench, but I go AFK for a little bit. Then you should be fine, right? Yeah, fantastic. And that's what I spend ages doing off camera. I know I could just fully automate it. I know, and I will. Just not today. Or tomorrow, or the day after. Anyway, that was a bit of a side quest. Now for another side quest. Look at all this concrete, damn. Everything's just backing up at the minute. And I am aware, by the way, there is actually a power slug there, and... Okay, I've got that one, doesn't matter. And there's also one behind there as well. I'm not going to collect that one, because I feel like it's been there for so long, and I've known it, like, it's been there since, obviously, episode 1, right? I've known it's been there since episode 1. But I don't really want to get it, though. It's part of the world history. This is a really good amount of concrete now. For the build that I did for the copper power plants, I think we ended up consuming 200,000 resources. Which for episode 6, bloody hell. You know, it's... If it was episode 20, fair enough, but... For the 6th episode to be already consuming... You know, somewhere in the ballpark of 200,000 resources. And bear in mind, like 150,000 of that was concrete. So it was probably over 200k if I'm honest. Okay, this is going to annoy me. I need to try and select some Mark IV miners here. Just to get things flowing a bit quicker. Because even though the way that I've set up my concrete is mathematically perfect, it isn't really designed for like what happens after you've got too many items being built up. So let's change that, shall we? Come on, one more here. Hey, there we go. Everything's now flowing rather nicely. I could upgrade these two here. Oh, screw it. I've thought of the idea, so I have to do it now. Right, jolly good. Everything else I don't care much about. Screws, I don't care. Rotors, reinforced iron plates. It's good to sync, but the thing is that would take me 5 minutes to do, and that's 5 minutes of your time I don't want to waste. So I'll do that off camera. I could have done it before I started, but again, it's not really a massive priority. So chuck you lot in there. Then chuck some of you into here. Oh, okay, all of you then, that's fine. Gather you. Gather you. Is there anything else that I desperately need? No, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Actually, I do need that, if I'm honest. So I'll get rid of some of you lot. Definitely get rid of some of you. I don't need all of that. And take you and a few more steel beams. Welcome, kidder. I look like a roasted tomato today, so I've turned it off. It should be back within the next couple streams if the weather's any better. But trust me, I'm doing you a favor. A massive favor. A huge favor. The biggest favor that's ever been done. Okay, let's head back over to the steel factory. Hey, what even is this area? It's a coal power plant. It's a steel factory. It's a wire making facility. It's a god knows what. Oh, hi, moth. Average moth in Australia. But no, it is boiling today. Absolutely boiling. Oh, nice. Deary me. Oh, the one... I'm so stupid. The one thing that I said I wanted to go do, I didn't do. And that was unlock converted ramps. Luckily, I should have a bunch of coupons here. Fantastic. Didn't you die? Yes. That's what we're doing now. Awesome shop. Welcome back, Spitfire Architect. Thanks, game. Oh. Since when did I unlock that? That's really cool. I'm not going to get that now, but sure, that's kind of awesome. I'm just going to, like, very quickly browse what else can I get. Okay, none of this stuff is massively important. Still pretty cool, though. Again, none of it's massively important. There's no point me getting this. I've got no plastic. Now, you lot. So that's what I was going to get. I suppose in theory I want all of this. But this is going to set me back 15 coupons. I've only got... Well, technically I've got 160, but... Oh well. I wouldn't mind that, but I wouldn't say that's important. So let's do you, and that takes us up to 12. I've got 2 more coupons that I can spend. All of you are rather expensive. Any architectural stuff? I'm not going to get elevators. I've heard they are bugged at the minute. If they're not, please let me know. But I've heard mixed things about them. Wait, what? Okay, that's confusing. So for the schematic... Oh. The structural cable pack contains beam supports, beam connectors, and double beam connectors. Then the structural beam pack also contains the beam supports, beam connectors, and double beam connectors. That makes sense though. The reason as to why that makes sense is because you can actually use the double beam connectors when you make the braided cable clusters. So maybe that's quite important for it, but it's a bit weird how they're selling the exact same items under two different categories. I feel like if you've bought this, then one of them should be at a discount. And welcome Frederick, by the way, hope that you're doing good. I don't need anything here. I don't recommend that you actually buy parts with coupons. I think I state this in either episode 6 or episode 5. I don't recommend it. If I'm completely honest. You can, but it's a bit of a waste of coupons. Regardless, I'm pretty happy with that, so let's buy this. Aid is gonna not say anything. Damn. Is she okay? Is she feeling well? The very final thing I'll take with me, and this is actually rather important, I'm very glad I managed to remember it, is you lot. Because I'm going to be most likely be needing quite a lot of that. I have a very cheeky refill of that. And I shouldn't need much else. I'm sure a bit of... Actually, I'm definitely silica. Definitely silica, but we'll come back for that when we need to. That's completely fine. Quartz crystals, we should be okay. Maybe a bit more. But for what I'm doing as of right now, this is completely fine. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, it's very dark. Turn on our lights. Doggo! I've actually managed to tame an extra doggo. I don't know where it is, though. It managed to give me a yellow power slug, though, which is pretty cool. Basically 4 extra power shards, which, I mean, I will never say no to. Right, so here's my idea. And I promise you, this will be the most fantastic, dumbest thing you've ever seen today. Definitely not the dumbest. No. So I'll consider... We'll make this the central point. What I then want to try and do is go into foundations. Inverted ramp. And then I'll do this. I'm going to try and essentially create a natural bridge. So then you are going to come here. I'm trying to think, where's the best place to stand to do this? I don't know if there really is one, but oh well. This is where we'll make our stand. Oh, I got the inverted walls, that's why. Not the inverted ramps before. I definitely remember doing it. I've also got no idea how this is going to turn out, by the way. If it looks bad, I'll just get rid of it. Simple as that. I just don't know, Jeff. We'll do that. Keep you going all the way down. If I miss something, I can just fill the gap a bit later. That's not really much of a problem. There we go. I'm sure that's fine. And put that over there as well. And when it comes to the very top layer, I'm going to use this. One more. In fact, I would like to try and get a bit of vertical elevation, so let's go up here very quickly. There we go. I mean, yeah, this looks like what I was expecting it to look like. I then want to try and do something up top there as well, just trying to finish it off. Yeah, I think that would look okay. Then we got you, and we got one more. There, fantastic. I'm actually then going to increase you a little bit that side, just so I know where the wall is, and it makes me feel a bit more confident about doing the next part. No. There we go. Now, I could actually add some signs here. The problem is, though, I haven't really got any signs big enough. I can actually buy them in the awesome shop, I think. No, yeah, I can. But then I can't afford making them anyway, so there's no points. Right, the next thing that I wanted to try and do was get the round concrete. Now, if you go diagonally... No. If you go diagonally... There. It has to go diagonally. Perfect. We'll then finish you off. There was a tiny little gap in there, but everything else seems completely fine, so that's awesome. Next step's then to finish that as well. Then we just do the exact same on the other side. But first, of course, we'll see what it looks like. If it doesn't look good, I can just tweak it. There we go. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. Okay, so that's fine. It almost doesn't even look like centered. Oh, centered? Nice. Central. Oh, whoops. Let's get a quick view from the other side, maybe. Can't even see it, so that's fine. Oh dear. You can't even see it. And then I'm wondering now, can I place like you here? I don't think this will look nice. No. I know what I was thinking of, it just won't look nice. I haven't got the right pieces for it anyway, so that's completely fine. Come back up here to the top again. Okay, so. Done that. That's good. No. Is there anything else I could add here? Need some lights. I would love to add some lights. These small ones, because they can snap like that. It's just a bit awkward looking. And it's tiny as well. So the signs won't work. Regarding like actual lights, I haven't got any. But signs will do the job. If I really wanted to. Add some bits along the side there as well. I mean, what I was actually thinking of was grabbing... Where is it? This. Bringing this down a little bit. Then having some sort of, like, sign there. Like an actual sign. We'll go one there. Now, is this going to work? I think it needs to be a little bit lower. So we can do that. We'll go down by that much. And welcome, Pistol 01 Silk. Hope that you're doing good. That's okay. Okay, I have made like a bad version of the Batman logo. Cool. Wasn't really what I was trying to go with. In fact, if I was to try and select you... No, that won't work. So that will end up looking a little bit like this. And that. I don't know what that's supposed to even be, but you know what? Sure. We'll take it. And eventually that will then have a sign saying, like, coal power plant or whatever. Try and get a little bit closer, because it feels like I'm working on this project from about 6 miles away. Please. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now I've just got to remember what I did, which shouldn't be too difficult. One there, one there. There you go. No, please. And that should be that. Great. Yep. Let's get some ramps. That's the wrong one. The inverted. That will then continue all the way down over there. But luckily, this part's a bit easier from this side. I can just do this. Fantastic. Next part is to, again, get those basic walls in. There we go. So, in fact, I might as well just place it in. But that's the problem. I don't want it to stick out like that. That's not too bad up until there, but yeah, look, see? Actually, no, you've got to remain like that. That's actually fine. Oh, dear. Whoops. Wow, that is loud. Holy. There we go. Wow, sorry if that was loud for you guys there as well. Do. I don't know if I've actually shown like the amount of blueprints I've got for this coal power plant. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 15. This is also used for the coal power plant. 15 blueprints. Oh dear. I think that's what took me so long to do. Like making sure that all 15 of those blueprints were fine. Okay, here's... The thing is, it looks a bit wonky. Because the way that I've placed the center of it here is in the center of the path. I like that part. But the issue now is that this part here is much longer than what we have here on the right. So this comes out by 1, 2, 3, basically 4 foundations. Whereas this comes out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 foundations. Which gives it this sort of look where it just looks wrong. So what I could do is fall down there, then come back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere down to here. Even though, again, this doesn't necessarily look too even. Well, it doesn't look even yet. It should eventually start to look even. Yep, time to move the whole power plant. I'm ripping up the entire thing. I've actually done that before. I built a foundation for something a long time ago. This wasn't even like on camera. And it was slightly off, so I rebuilt everything and it took me about 3 weeks. And I think I ended up quitting that save like a month later, so that was really worth it. In fact, I think I've showed it before. I made a video titled like touring my abandoned save, and the coal power plant in that save, that was the one that I had to move well, not continuously. I moved once. Okay, this is quite annoying. You can still come down like this. That's fine. And you as well. Although you're slightly more annoying, but you're still dealable. Nope. What day is it today? Tuesday. Did everyone have a nice weekend? I hope so. Oh, I've got to redo that part again? Doesn't matter. Worth it. I should have probably, like, checked how it looked first, rather than just, like, instantly doing this. It does look a bit weird. Oh well. Move everything by 5 meters. I might have to. There we go. I do like this, this like dolly cam thing, the decoupled mode. It really is quite helpful. So I don't mind the way that looks, but I feel like I need to have maybe 1 or 2 like foundations there covered in concrete. I think that's what I'll do. I'll extend this by 1, and then I'll add 1 down there as well. Okay, let's try that. I think then I'll be pretty happy. Get rid of that. Get rid of... Please, get rid of that. Thank you. Single fat light. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Yes. I don't like how that's going straight through the coal generator. In theory... Right, okay, in theory. Oh, should I do this? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I could remove that coal generator and then overclock this one. I might honestly have to do that. I'm gonna do it. I don't... Holy lag, bro. Okay, I'll turn down my settings then. I'm actually gonna do that. I need, like, counseling, honestly. This game is... I don't know. It's making me second guess a lot of things. So let's do it. Let's try and get some of our power shards, which is the reason why I've respawned. Oh, sorry, attempted to respawn. Days since last incident, 0. That's actually quite rude. I don't count respawning as an incident. I count it as a resurrection of positivity. Which means nothing. I don't know why my game's lagging so much. Yeah, you lot are fine. Where are my power shads? I just don't know. Well, that's a lie. I know where some of them are. And I can't show you because that's episode 6. Okay, is there... Okay, there's a slug. No. Right. Okay. So that's quite annoying. What I'll do then is... I'll come over here. And then I'll grab you two. Fantastic. Also, look at this, by the way. I don't think I'm going to need any more solid biofuel. We got 68,000 in there. Wrong one. 91,000 solid biofuel. It's not bad. Considering I'm currently using like 3 a day, that's going to last me 30,000 days, or roughly 82 years. So until I'm 105 years old. So, we should be fine. I don't know why I even did the maths for that. I mean, I should have just known it was a long time. It doesn't matter. We've done it now. Deary me. Oh, wrong button. Boink. Ooh. That was close. I also want to try and change this entrance here as well. There's a few things I do generally want to try and change today. A few things aren't that important, like what I'm doing now, but a couple other things like those awesome sinks, that will generally be very important. That would be a good job done, I'd say. Right, you're gonna go. Or not, that's... Oh dear, there we go. So you're currently producing 6... Okay, so we need 120 to 133.34. I believe that should be correct. Let's just double check. 177. Nice. So you are now Wait, why have you gone... Because coal's now a problem. Coal shouldn't be a problem. What? Because you require still the exact same amount of coal. Oh, there we go. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. I think that's going to be fun. I don't know what the problem was before there. Regardless, let's remove you. Oh, no. That's fine. Wait, is this new, by the way? If I get rid of this... Actually, it doesn't matter. My inventory can handle it. I feel like rather than leaving like 20 or 30 dismantle crates lying around next to each other, now it feels like it all just goes into one crate. So if my inventory was full, for example, if I was to do this, if I was to destroy you, physically, you should not be able to go into my inventory. But you don't leave with dismantle crates. You now go into that. Oh, that's such an incredible change. I don't know how long that's been in the game for, but regardless, yes. That is good, yeah. And the one thing I actually wanted. Feck sakes, man. Are you looking? Yeah, okay, good. We fixed the problem. And when I say we fixed the problem, I mean I did nothing. I just let the game do it itself. Well, do what it should have done. Fantastic. Okay, so regarding like the logo thing, it's kind of done. Oh well. It's a 1.1 feature. Oh, nice, Ben. Yeah, it really is great. It's a very small quality of life change that, like, if you were a brand new player into the game, you wouldn't really care much about it. But if you've been playing the game for a while and you're used to that being a constant nuisance, then it's fantastic. Wow, I actually hate that. That's disgusting. Never let me do that ever again. So, we've done this. That's great. The next thing to do now is essentially add on this very small attachment over here. Which we can do. I mean, we've got to get rid of that. Are you going to be going through anything? No, you actually get cut off at the pretty good point there. That's pretty good. We'll take that. You are going to be very slightly annoying. That, again, though, is not a problem for us. Because of another new update 1.1 feature. Wow. This is why I think this update's quite significant, because it generally does add quite a lot. There we go. Now visually looks a little bit better. You lot, that's completely fine there as well. I can bring you down and go back into our logistics. Or in fact, you know what I could do? Middle mouse button or scroll wheel up there. Lovely. Let's focus a little bit around this side here as well. So that comes down perfectly. You've got to go. And again, you've got to come down here as well. Same with you. Where essentially the only thing we've really got to do is just do the exact same thing that I did on the other side. Which is fine. I quite like that. Except obviously get rid of you. Now the next part of the plan is to add you lot. Perfect. Welcome, Vinod. Hope that you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Twitch stream. And can I select you? Yes. How high do I want you to be? There we go. 150 meters. Oh, wow. Everything that won't fit on you will go there. Ask how I know. That's a pretty cool feature there. Again, it's a good quality of life thing. And welcome, Grace. Hope that you're doing good. Oh, sorry, Gracie. That's my bad. There we go. Chuck you down there. Lovely. Oh, you're joking me. I didn't really think that one through, did I? Oh well. Do I ever think anything through? Other than the maths, which I spend 400 hours on. Deary me. Okay, that's the very first part done. Now you've got to go up there. Same with you. Can I make it to the top of that? No, definitely not. Please. I can't see what I'm doing, but I feel like that's right. Yeah, looks good to me. There we go. Thank you, by the way, chat, for the support on the steel video. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday, was it? It was 2 days ago. Thank you for that. I saw quite a few comments addressing this, and I will very quickly mention it. Why am I not using the alternate recipes that I've spent so long talking about? I don't have the hard drives. I haven't done the research. I cannot physically use recipes that I haven't got. So just thought I'll let you guys know about that. You haven't been able to get the rest of the streams because they started at 3. Oh yeah, that's all good, man. Don't worry about it. The streams recently have been starting a bit later because I've just been rather busy in the afternoons, just planning for like university and all that sort of stuff. But hopefully, again, from like the end of July into the end of September, I should have nothing like in between, like no plans, nothing. So I should be able to stream at my usual time, which is now. This is like my usual time. And the reason why I stream at this time normally is because if I stream a bit later, it's difficult for people from Australia to watch. And for whatever reason, YouTube seems to want to pump my content out to a lot of my Australian audience, which is really cool. But the problem is, again, I stream when it's like 10 PM over there. Welcome, Pockets. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome. It's very difficult. Actually, this is going to look ugly, isn't it? I hate that. It's very difficult to try and stream at a good time for everyone. Because if I was to stream it, let's say, midday in Australia, it would be about 6 AM here, maybe. And then it would be midnight in some parts of America. I can't really do that. Okay, how does this look now? It can't look any worse. It's fine. I mean, it's what I wanted it to be, so... Yeah. In fact... This might... No, this would be a good idea. Yeah, no, it would be a good idea. I want to try and actually move this forwards a little bit. So up into around about... Well, I can't... Actually, I can move it to here. Screw it. I don't know why I keep saying I can't do... Oh, okay. Maybe I can't do this. No, we'll give it a shot. Yeah. I keep saying, oh, I can't do that. I can't do this. Why not? Who's going to stop me? The Satisfactory police. Not twist, I get stopped by the Satisfactory police. Otherwise known as Reddit. Okay, so I'll chuck you over there. Oh no. No one post anything that I do over on Reddit, please. I'll get exterminated from the Reddit, like, within a day. This YouTuber's committing satisfactory war crimes against my eyesight. I'm sorry. Okay, I quite like that, except for the massive gaping hole in the middle of it. Other than the gaping hole, it looks pretty good. Okay, why is that there? Oh, I know why that's there. Oh. Oh. Right. So, you... And the funny thing is, I did this today as well. There we go. So if I was to now do that, I could in theory now get rid of you. And that should change absolutely nothing when it comes to our power. Fantastic. Great. Bean. Okay, Bean, do not end it all. You're okay, buddy? You don't need to jump. And if you do, at least do a front flip. What are you doing? Bloody hell, look at the state of his face. I mean, it's... How do I say this? It's a face that a mother, oh dear, would love. No, don't do it, Bean. Deary me. Okay, so this part of the factory is kind of done. I do want to try and add some signs eventually when I've got better signs. And maybe even a bridge up there in the future, but now is not the future. The next thing that I've been thinking of is adding some sort of, like, roof. Can I make it there? No. I can make it here, though. Okay. So the plan is to try and find, like, the lowest point up here, which I think is going to be somewhere over there. Then add a roof covering this entire thing, but I can't. I haven't got it unlocked. It wasn't going to be like a regular roof. It was going to be the framed roof, I think it's called, like framed foundation. That's also hello. The ballistic warp drives have been a pain. Oh yeah, I can't even collect it. Nice. You did the thermal propulsion rockets. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, the thermal propulsion rockets takes an awful long time to do. But the fact you've managed to get it done is actually a really good thing. Only wire constructed? Yeah, there's quite a lot of wire for that one, isn't there? Have I got DeMaths over here? No, but I have got a broken website. There we go. So, ballistic warp drives. Nuclear faster. Where is it? Not that. Because that's our singularity cells. There we go. Thermal propulsion rockets, where we should have modular... Oh? Wait, what's the item that contains all of the wire? Where is it? Is it biochemical sculptor? There we go. To be fair, this isn't too bad. It's only 2,000 wire per minute, and I think I'm making... Is it 20 per minute? Yeah, 20 per minute. It's not dreadful. But for that one, I can imagine that it just adds up over time, doesn't it? Right, so... I'm going to be placing a Sam here somewhere. Roses and Stacy... Yeah. They consume quite a lot. So... Let's try this. We're going to go into production. No, we're not. We're going to go into special. And I think I just want to try and chuck this down here. Do you line up with that? You do, but then you go over the side there a little bit, which I don't necessarily love. But I can actually do this. I've got a plan for it. What I'm going to do is make sure that you guys are definitely lined up and then plop that down right there. And then what I'm going to... Oh, I forgot there's a gap here. As you can see by the ramp being there, I made this mistake quite a lot. I'm going to remove these 3 ramps. Select the foundation so that it brings up the foundation tab over there as well. Get our concrete ramps, then place you back over here. Lovely. Modular engines and... Oh, the turbo motors. Don't even remind me. I'm just not looking forward to turbo motors. There's tons of items in this game that I generally am really looking forward to trying to make. Like our iron factory, I am really looking forward to that. However, one thing I'm not looking forward to doing is those gosh darn turbo motors. Maybe you guys are. Has anyone in the chat actually attempted to make turbo motors yet? And if so, have you survived? Because, I mean, yeah, it's... Yeah, it's pain. I don't think I've covered all of that, have I? No. You can go. There we go. And same thing over here as well. which I should be able to do preferably without trapping myself. Wait, what? Why did I place you there? That's fine. I don't even know what mistake I made, but that was wildly impressive. Not in a good way, just like wildly impressive how crap it was. Radio, yeah, the radio connection units. There we go. We've done that side. The next part now is this. Right, you... the thing is, yeah, you have to go, then I've got to place you back down in a minute. No, please. Of course, if I was to leave this here, we've got like a very annoying gap there, which I don't particularly love. So what I'm going to do is just like half snap that over there. There you go. I mean, it is dead snapping a little bit, but that's just something you got to just deal with. It's annoying. It is annoying. But it's a small sacrifice you have to make for salvation. I will collect that dismantle crates, by the way. Do not worry. I have seen it. And what I've been thinking about is where our coal generators are placed, as well as all of our machines. I'm then going to paint this asphalt. So now you've got a nice little contrast between the concrete and the asphalt. And then when it comes to you, I'm actually thinking just completely getting rid of this and replacing it with either the low barriers, which I think will end up looking quite nice, or the road barriers. That provides a bit of colour. I love the way that the yellow again contrasts with the black, the grey, and the white of the concrete. So I think I'll most likely end up committing with that. But for now, we'll just stick to... No, I won't. We'll test it out here. This will be like a little sample area, I suppose. So you'll come down to there. Same with you. Might as well just stop you there. It's our double beam connector, place you in all the corners. I find rather important to try and do. Just adds a little bit of beauty. Yeah, you're on the right spot. Good. Right. Next idea. Industrial railing. Very important for me. Then get rid of that. Get rid of that. I know I literally just placed this down. I might keep you guys there, actually. But now we've got our new idea. A new idea? Apparently I'm Australian now. Lovely. Well, it's not that lovely. It just does the job. Yeah. Then what I'm going to do with you, being very creative, I know. Just going to bring you up to around about this sort of height. So right above me. That seems pretty good. Are you actually oh, it's facing the wrong way. Gosh darn it, man. That's unbelievably annoying. Okay, what I'll do instead then is this. I'll leave that the way it is, and if I ever want to have more items going up there, I can. In fact, why not just split it? So that this is always filled up, and when that's filled up, everything else then continues over here. That seems like a not too unbelievably stupid idea. Which for me might as well be, like, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Not having a completely stupid idea. But there we go, that's just... That's just going to get carried over there, as I attempt to speak English. My first language, by the way. Well... No, it is technically. I don't think Arabic counts as my first language. So bring you to there. Then bring you to there. The problem now is that you are resting on top of that, whereas you are resting inside of that. So I suppose you'll actually have to be pushed back here a little bit. Just so it, makes sense. Here. Yeah, I quite like that. What I will do, though, is this. There we go. Just so it's lined up a little bit better. I think I like that. Should I try and make a bit of a sandwich? I don't know why. This isn't necessary. So what, we go down to, like, here? And across. This is just a trial idea. And do that. It works. If I want to change it a bit later, I most certainly can, but oh, wait. I'm going to do it. There we go. Sorry, if I didn't do that, I would have gone to bed crying. I've done that enough this week. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to be fully operational, and luckily, just behind here, I've got plenty of room to actually hide our cable stuff, which is great. That's the professional name for it, by the way. Cable stuff. Yep. Not cable management. No. Cable stuff. And there should be some more cables around here. There is some cable stuff. Lovely. Now you should be able to turn yourself on. Lovely. Speaking about this wall, though, I have been thinking of trying to make it look a little bit less shite, is a nice way of saying it. I think the best way of doing this is by bringing the wall forward here a little bit. Rather than, like, destroying parts of the wall, then having to move the wire and the cable, then reorganizing all of that. Just bring it forwards. Welcome, Horse Cop. Hope that you're doing good, man. Inspired you to start a new playthrough. Nice. Good luck, man. If you need any help, do let me know. Unless it's to do with, like, plastic and rubber, then I don't know. For whatever reason, I just cannot do that. Oh, well. In fact, wait, get rid of that. Blueprints. This is starting to come rather handy. It wasn't really supposed to be, but it is now. I've literally titled it Roof Deletes. Yeah, hope you're having a nice day so far, Horse Cop. So I'll chuck you around there. And I think what I then want to try and do is actually get rid of everything past here. Although, oh gosh. That's rather nice. The way it, like, comes down through the ceiling. Ooh. Wow. Also, get rid of that. Why is that even there? Then probably get rid of this part here as well. I knew I was going to trigger that. So this looks a little bit better. Well, I mean, compared to what we had 10 seconds ago, it's already an insane amount of difference. That's why I love blueprints. No matter how bad you are. Well, as you guys can see, I'm not the best, but if you're as bad as me, like, it makes building look good. Like, you can look good by adding in blueprints. And I think that definitely comes across with the coal power plant that we designed off camera. Because I wouldn't necessarily describe myself as a very creative person. I wish I was. I really wish I was creative. But I'm just not, right? Okay. But with this game, it makes it so easy to be creative. You might as well just give it a go. If it looks brilliant, great. If it doesn't look great, so what? It's okay, it's fine. Well, actually, it's not okay, but, you know. It's not the end of the world, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, why did you... The reason why I selected that is so that I wouldn't destroy everything behind it. I'm guessing my fat fingers missed the letter on the keyboard. Just pure talent, as usual. Okay, next, let's try and chuck... I think I want to chuck you up here. Yeah, we'll do that. And a little bit of this over here as well. Brilliant. And with you, I suppose I can do that. I'm not like the biggest fan of how you do that though. Okay. Is there anything that we can do about this? Oh, I've got frame floors. That's what I was going to use for the roof. What was I looking... Oh, was I looking in foundation, maybe? I've got it. It's literally an architecture. Oh, well. Fact. There we go. I'll do a bit of this. Build you up then on that side. Then you will come out by half a foundation. This way it makes it look a bit natural. Like it's supposed to come out by... No. Like it's supposed to come out by this much. And you should just slot in, right? You shouldn't look too unnatural. Fantastic. Great. Shut Screw up. If I was to leave this here for the rest of the episode, I would probably have 2.5 mental breakdowns. Unless, of course, I didn't know about it, then it is what it is. But I do know about it, so no. Okay, so I want to try and get rid of you now. There we go. In replacement with this. The next part, there's a lot of parts to this. I want to try and see what this is going to end up looking like. It's fine the way it is right now, if I'm honest, but let's just see. What's it be saying? Yeah, I quite like that. Even that part doesn't look too bad. I might even like increase that to go upwards in there a little bit. Add a bit of height. I'll definitely do that. I do want to try something down here though, because I think this could end up looking either great or potentially terrible. But let's be positive, okay? Also, rip my PC. All these signs. I'm definitely going to have to get a new PC. I really am. Oh, I've got no reinforced iron plates. But let's see like, if the vision's going to end up looking good. Yeah. That's what I thought it would look like, if I'm honest. We'll come back to that. We'll see. And regarding what else I'm going to do here in this area, I don't know. I really just do not know. We'll think about something. But so far, I would say we're off to a pretty good start. Do I want to hide all of my logistics here? I don't think so. What I might want to try and do is come up here by 3. Select you. And have you cut across here like so. Why are you like very slightly off? Wow. That's unbelievably infuriating. That's borderline nauseating how bad that is. I could do this and increase you out there by a little bit. I might even have to do that. Wow, that was incredible. Yep, okay. Wonder why. Well, I do know why, because it's not necessarily evenly placed. Oh well. And now you're slight. Oh, it's okay. How about now? Yeah, that's tolerable. Yeah, that will do. Get rid of that. We'll definitely add some sort of like tower thing there. Could look quite nice. Again, just a bit of verticality. I'm still not even sure if verticality is a real word, but I've said it a few times and no one's corrected me, so I think it's a real word. But I will double check. Verticality. It is. Okay, good. Good, okay. Because it sounds like one of those words I've heard like 7 years ago, and it's just stuck in my head now. So I've just kept it as part of my vocabulary. Very final thing that I then want to try and do up here is add you. We've been playing for 6 hours. Luckily not. Right, so that's fine. I wasn't really planning doing this, by the way, but let's just have a bit of fun experiments. If you can just... Okay. Wow. Right, I guess you won't just do that then. How about a half a nudge? No, that's the wrong one. Half a nudge up. Yeah, we can get away with that, absolutely. And this bit here at the end should fit in like a glove. You can't even notice the difference. Fantastic. So, I don't mind that. It needs a bit of work, but let's go get those reinforced iron plates first. We'll then return, add a few signs, because signs cure everything in this game. Then, yeah. Good stuff. Make every factory pretty. It's just like a personal thing. I know that if one of my factories looks nice, I can feel good about it. In my head, it feels like, okay, that factory's done. I've added some detail to it. I've added some signs. I've added some architectural pieces. It looks good. But if I've left a factory and it looks like a bomb's just gone off in it, I won't feel very good about it. Because I know that I could have done it better. And the reason why I continuously start new saves is to be better, do better. So if I go into a new save and do the same mistakes that I've just left behind, I feel like as a player, I won't learn anything. You don't have to make a factory look good. Like this. This starter factory, it doesn't look good. But it's very efficient for what I was doing at the time. In fact, it's 100% efficient. I couldn't have designed it much better. I don't think. But of course, that was when I had like Mark 1 conveyor belts and just about unlocking Mark 2 conveyor belts. Now we've got Mark 4, so it's not as efficient as it could be. But for this stage of the game, it makes exactly what I want it to make. I've got a good design in mind here, actually. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm already doing more things than what I would like to admit, but... Facts. If I was to get rid of that and plop you down here, would that look good? I don't know. I suppose it might do. Not that part though. Yeah. Oh, look at that for Z snapping. Oh, dearie me. This has always been like one of the worst items for Z snapping, hasn't it? No, I can't even look at that. Okay, another idea. Sure. Yep. No, what are you... Ah? There we go. I feel like this area is just missing something, though. What if I was just to rip this out for a minute? Because this is what I said I was going to do anyway. And then replace you with that one. Is this the touch that it needs? Did I even start that on the right spot? I did, yeah. Is it something to do with the windows, maybe? I've never actually used this triple frame window, if I'm honest. Okay, there's a reason why. It's not a bad piece, just the way that I placed it down there was terrible. Right here. This could work. I've never used this before, so I feel like if I was to use it now, it could end up looking rather nice. So let's remove this. Even just like this looks fine without the windows. But we'll see. We're here to experiment. I'll select you again. Oh, that's why, because you're slightly over here. That's why it doesn't, like, evenly align with each other. Okay. That's fine. So let's test you out. Are you going to line up? Wow, that's ghastly. I could have a fix for this. Okay, hear me out. This might look like a bad idea. But what if I was to add this? See, it looks natural. It looks like it's supposed to be there. Then I slot you in there, like so. Then I do this. Then I do this. And then we do... It's just like massively overcomplicating this. Holy crap. That's... I plop your face down. Call Gen Area A. So this would be like Area A, Area B, C, D, E, and F. Sure. I'm now inventing lore behind my playthrough. Exactly what I needed. Oh dear. It looks fine though. I do want to try and change the orange. I want to keep it as orange. I think that would be fine. Just make it a bit darker. Yeah. You know what? Let's just, if we're gonna like have a bit of fun, might as well just go the entire way, right? I've been. Can you? Oh, you don't stand there. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? I now can't plop this down because you're on the way. What? Welcome, Shelly. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. That was unbelievable. No, don't like that. What I can do though is this. What did I do for the last one? Because there was a very good design I had for this. I just don't know what it was. I know, very helpful, isn't it? It's incredible stuff. A thing that I liked, yeah, how do I do that? Layouts, text. Wait, what? Oh, I'm actually... Okay, wow. I lack the intelligence of anything normal. Why are you so big? It's not supposed to be that big. Why are you so... Oh, I know why. It's probably nothing to do with that. But maybe it's to do with the layouts. Or not. Ah. What is this? I've used this item recently. I know it shouldn't look like that. It's fine the way it is, though. There we go. So then we're going to do... Cancel that. Background... Like so. Too glossy. That's all good. Then change you to actually white. And change you to a green. Wow, look at that thumbs up, everybody. Isn't that incredible? I could almost see it. Why is... What's... Am I just being dumb? What? Thumbs up? It shouldn't even look like that. Oh, I think I know why. Do I need to use that? Let's test this out again. First of all, I'm not going to remove you. I'm going to copy you over there. There we go. Just in case I do want to try and add that back. Now let's just try something here. 1, 2, 3. I then want to remove the layouts. Text only. Get rid of that. Background. I want to try and select the exact same background that I had previously. That's better. You're then going to be fine. You're going to be orange. Too glossy. Perfect. The next challenge now is to try and do this thumbs up. So green. Black. That's white. That's all good. You're going to then get changed to a thumbs up. Why? It's... I don't know. I do not know. Chat, genuine question, am I going insane? What am I doing wrong? What? It shouldn't look like this. Is it just that one that's broken? No, it's everything there. I did this a few days ago. I know this is not like a 1.1 bug. But it shouldn't look like this at all. Oh well. But now I'll just chuck that into there. And of course you're not synchronized. But I think when I exit the game then load back into it, these should automatically synchronize. But I'm happy with that. I like the way that looks. I like how it comes down like that. Right. And the roof bit is fine. So what I want to try and do here is something. I know, crazy. I just don't know what. I want you to go up. Let's grab you. I suppose this could have been a decent area for an elevator. Oh well. So you'll go up like that. There we go. I suppose I want to go round with you. I don't know what the purpose is just yet. Hello from Detroit. Welcome, K-Bowers. Hope that you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. Hello from the boiling hot UK. Right. And that's added what exactly to the factory? Nothing. So what I'm going to try and do is get to, let's say, 1, 2, 3, yoink. 1, 2, 3, Yoink. I'm going to remove the, essentially the innards of this. Okay, I've definitely done that side. I've done this side here as well. Good, okay. So what this is going to end up being is what I call not a disaster. I know, it's very complex stuff here. So I want to try and get... Yeah, I can start with this. Sure. Yeet you up there to the top. Back onto our foundations. Then I want to try and select... Why are you not just behaving? I understand what I'm telling you to do isn't normal, but still. There we go. So if I do this, then I do the inverted one. Which I think should fit in there. It does. Okay, that's a decent design. Can you imagine like a really big build with like hundreds of these lining the side of like a road or something? That could look quite nice. I mean, it's a design that I've made quite a lot before, but still. And the point of this... What? What is you... What? Why are you here? This is a stinger. This is like a hostile enemy. Of course, cats are hostile enemies anyway, but like, they're now stingers as well. I don't know why that's there. You should not even be here. The only thing I can possibly think of is that you were trying to hunt something down, and now you're there? But no, that is weird. Regardless. I digest. Not I digress, I digest. Track you there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We'll keep that. I'm still thrown off at how that cat even got there. It doesn't matter. And you climbed up here as well. You've climbed up my coal generator. Have you just come to say hello? That's fine. Okay, very quickly. I promise this will be quick. I shouldn't promise things that I can't guarantee. I assume this will be quick. Just going to nudge you there. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this is great. So now what I want to try and do is actually select this thing here again. You. Brilliant. And try and place you directly in the middle of that. And I haven't... Oh, God, I haven't done that very well. There. Brilliant. Now, let me just try and ramp up there very quickly. A few of you might already guess what I'm trying to do. If you have, then... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey. What was that? Wait, am I getting, like, done from up there? There's gas? Oh, you're joking me. Okay, well... Guess who's gonna go on another side quest for a side quest. Oh, hello, slug. These things won't kill me. It's okay. We're friends. We go way back. Nice. Oh, look at that for a sunset. Bloody hell, that's beautiful. Wow. That might be the prettiest looking sunset I've seen in this game today. It's also, I think, the only sunset we've seen in this game today. Actually, no, it can't have been. We've almost been live for 2 hours. Are you joking? How have I been live for almost 2 hours? We've done nothing. I've spent 2 hours just talking. Deary me. That's actually unreal. Although, to be fair, we have added some nice parts. We've added some SAM stuff, so I suppose that's rather important. Right, so where's all my gear? Not here. Oh dear. So let me try and make a Nobelisk detonator. I have got one lying around. It should be here. It's not my Xenobashism there. No. How peculiar. Regardless, I should be able to afford this though, right? No. How much are you? Oh, okay, to be fair, I'm not missing that much stuff. I'm missing 50 screws. I should have got the screws, to be honest. I should have expected that. I'll chuck you in there because I don't need you. I shouldn't need too much of them lot either. Something that you might see me add is like... Can I show it here? Not really. But pipes and conveyor belts that don't go anywhere and don't do anything, but I add them for visual looks. Sometimes, let's say I'll have not a personal storage box, a storage container in here. Then a conveyor belt's going out this wall, back into this wall again, and it'll be carrying some items. It won't be going anywhere, but it will look like it has a purpose. Mostly, I do try and do things like this, though, however, where I do exactly what I've just talked about, but it actually does have a purpose. So it goes inside of here, and it does its thing. And there's actually a reason behind that. But if I can't find a reason, which luckily often I do, but if I can't find a reason, then yeah. A bit of trickery, a bit of tomfoolery, if you will. Where are my screws? Here, I would assume. I've assumed wrong. Oh, I've gotten in... Maybe this will, like, give it away where it is. Like, I don't know, potentially, like, a massive sign that has screws on it. That could tell me where the screws are, but I don't know. Should have made it more obvious. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm as blind as a bat. There we go, we've got a detonator of the Nobelisks. That's fantastic. Now, the thing that we're missing is an actual Nobelisk. Oh well. Welcome, Sea Shark. Hope that you're doing good. Pop by real quick and show your support. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. Whether you can watch for an hour or 5 seconds, that's all good, man. Any support is great support. So, thank you. Here. No, where are my Nobelisks now? I've made so many of them. I can't just lose them. Wait. Did it just say that I found the detonator. I am the clumsiest... deep breaths, deep breaths. And also, don't forget to press H to hide your hotbar. This looks a bit nicer. Especially when you've got things like detonators or that object scanner, which makes that very annoying sound when you're not near anything. That is static sort of sound. Just press H and it's gone. Makes life a bit easier. Oh well. I do very quickly as well want to try and gather that dismantle crate. Because again, otherwise I will forget about it. And it should just be concrete as well, so it's nothing too overcomplicated. In theory. In theory, it should be relatively simple. I still haven't completed the lights yet. It's fine. See, this is what I mean. I get distracted so easily. It's like one side quest after another side quest. Okay, Bean's using the catwalk. You are walking to... where? Okay. Where is it? Where is it? It should be up there, right? Apparently it's here. Oh. There we go. Sure. And one thing I definitely want to try and add into here, which I've been meaning to do since I actually placed this down. This. There is no reason for what I can see why this won't look very nice. There we go. I mean, it looks average, but it's what I expected it to look. I don't know what I designed here, but I've designed it anyway. Definitely add some more glass along there. Maybe sort out those wires. We'll see. But I think the way that we're organizing everything, it's good. It's not necessarily necessary, but it's necessary to me. That's what counts. Okay. Back onto the side quest of the side quest. And we're out. They missed! Okay, chat, I would like everyone to...
Pioneer? P-I-O-N-E-R.
What? Ada? You alright? Should I dial a certain number for you? Are you alright? The hell was that? I was going to say, can you please erase the last 5 seconds off your memory? But now I'm going to extend that to 15 seconds. What was that Aiden, like, noise? I've never heard that before. Anyway. Let's pretend that didn't happen. You survived, come here. Wait, what? Like, I didn't even explode it yet. Oh, that was stupid, holy crap. I didn't even explode it and it died. It must have been so weak. What is going on? Oh dear. It's a pretty fun way to gather remains. I don't do it too often though when I've got the hostile creature thing on retaliate. I feel like I'm just farming resources I don't deserve. But if it's default settings and that thing's attacking me, best believe I'm not going to be dealing with its nonsense. There we go. Huge success there. Only took us 6.5 hours. Here we go. The main thing I was trying to do. Layouts. Where is it? Perfect. Why are you upside down? My brain cells don't deserve this. That's right, I've spent the last half an hour designing a sign for call. Wow. Ah. I don't think it's working either, Ben. Like, when I'm trying to attack these creatures, the only creature that attacks me back are the hatches. Everything else just allows me to deal damage to them. So I've kind of stopped trying to attack them now. Until they fix it. Why are you upside down? Ah. I don't understand. I feel like this is a very good use of resources. Absolutely. I can't think of anything better I could be doing at this time. Like, I don't know, building a part of the factory that isn't broken, or... I don't know, yeah, nothing. Nothing crosses my mind. Now I know that this is a cold facility. If I didn't do that, how would I know? I like that. Sure. Maybe I should have pushed it back a little bit. That's fine. What I can do actually here instead is be a bit naughty. Be a bit cheeky. I'll select the road barrier. And then do a quick half nudge. Because if I was to do a full nudge, it'll come out to there. In case you guys don't know how to half nudge, hold down, like if I wasn't to hold down control, this is how far it nudges. If I hold down control, it's now a half nudge. I can nudge half the distance. It's pretty cool. I recommend it. Especially for more like finicky projects, it's pretty cool. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Beck. Okay, I won't get rid of that. Why have I even got that there? Where's that going to? Oh, well. I'll keep you like that. I don't even know if to... Well, I've got to change you. I'm wondering... Well, no, can I nudge you? Yeah, I can, actually. I want to try and make this path here a little bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is grab you. Grab that there as well. I want to bring you back to there. I feel like here's a pretty good distance to bring you to. So now you're going to be what I like to call annoying. And get rid of you. No. Well, I mean, yeah, eventually that's got to go, but for now I don't want to get rid of that. There we go. Let's go. We're then going to get rid of this temporarily. Temporarily. And what I'm actually going to do here is place in a half foundation. So this can then be concrete, and that everything in here can then be asphalt. That was the wrong one. Cool. Okay, right. So, okay. Maybe it's for the best. I should really unequip this, by the way. I can't. Okay. My inventory's full. And for now, you can just stay there. Brilliant. You can then go as well. So long, farewell. Yes, I saw that dismantle box behind me. That's okay. Maybe it's for the best. As I'll keep saying. Okay, so I want to try and turn you into what I did over there. So we get rid of you. Make sure that you guys are loaded with concrete. Fantastic. Same with you lot. I love the way that the concrete contrasts the darkness of everything. Because everything here is rather dark. No, I can't like us. Let's select. Yeah, we'll do the door back over here. Change it up a little bit. In fact, should I chuck that into a blueprint designer? Rather than me having to like continuously redo all of this. Is that lazy? Yeah, it is. I'm going to do it anyway, though. It's not called being lazy. It's called being... lazy. I've got no excuses. And we're missing more items. Okay. To be fair, it's just modular frames, so let's go back and do that. Damn, that was a dramatic death. I suppose since I'm here, can I dump anything into here? Yes, yes. Sure. There we go. Lovely. Welcome, Arbor. Hope that you're doing good, man. First time we've caught you live. Welcome. I do want to try and do a few more streams, especially around this sort of time. So, fingers crossed, you can tune into a couple more. It's not just, I mean, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I should be doing more streams. But it's awesome to have you here, though, man. Welcome. Yeah, I definitely have been thinking about doing a few more streams. I'm going away for the next couple of weeks. Where are my modular frames? But when I come back, yeah, definitely more streams. Am I, like, going a bit insane? Have I not done any modular frames, sir? I must have. Oh, my days. So it's not green. It's not blue. Not red. Okay, so what have I been... Oh. Oh, I could have sworn I remember placing this down, and obviously I clearly have. It's efficient? Yes, it's efficient. Efficiency first. I am a true fix-it employee. If I don't get employee of the month, I don't know what I'll do. I'll definitely be throwing some sort of, like, temper tantrum. Okay. The reason why I'm coming up here is because I've got a bit of room that I can place down my blueprint. No, I can't. Here. I will be removing this almost immediately, but oh well. Right, so you shouldn't be interacting with anything. So how did I do it? That's the next question. It shouldn't be too complicated. I will get it wrong only 46 times, but on the 47th attempt, it will be correct. Wait, I can do that? But isn't that going to go through... No? Okay. Nice storage room, thank you. I do want to try and do some stuff with dimensional depots. And I actually meant to do it for episode 6. The problem is, though, obviously I've planned to now stream in between episode 5, which is already out, and episode 6, which I've already recorded. So if I was to do dimensional depots now, you guys would see I've got dimensional depots unlocked. It will then spoil episode 6. So, I didn't. But tune into episode 7, and I might be. There we go. I'll take that. Yellow lights are not sufficient. Oh, well, you said what? No, you're right. No, you are right. Welcome, Ilium. Oh, I've mispronounced that name completely. I am Limion. Ialimian. Hope that you're doing good, man. So bad with names. Thank you so much for your videos and recipes. You can say you have designed your future factory. Oh, thank you very much, man. I'm glad. I wish my designs in this factory were as good as some of my designs that I make for my videos sometimes, honestly. I try. Right, so... H, lock it into place, half nudge up there. We then did that, no. We then did that, we then did that. Yes! Oh, no way I still had that. Okay, fantastic. Now, you're not going to be the right one. In fact, I'm better off starting from scratch. Because it's easier to do. But what wording did I use? It was something really stupid. That's all I remember. It was just really stupid wording. Section A. Whole gen. Area. There we go. I think that's correct. I should know. I did that literally 5 minutes ago. I like the way that looks, though. You have to change it. It's alright. I'm just terrible. I'm literally just god-awful with names. If your name isn't like Bob, James, Dylan, Jack, I will struggle. What should we call this? Call door. There we go. That might look like the wrong spelling of door, but according to Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, that's the correct spelling of door. So, yep. Lovely. You get the same with your nickname as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, yeah. It's not you, it's me. Did I just get rid of a part of my factory? No, I don't think so. No. Right, let's go back. I do realize I have spent the last 20 minutes creating a useless call sign and a door, but it's the small things that matter. Yes. New playthrough in the Northern Forest. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's two main... This is a really bad place to stop. I was going to show you the two main places to start. There's this place, which I 1000% recommend this, especially if you guys are a bit more experienced. The terrain can be difficult, but there's like 6 pure iron nodes. There's a pure copper node. There's tons of limestone. There's caterium somewhere up there. I believe there's sulfur nearby. There's a couple quartz nodes down... It would be here. Like, it's really good. It's a fantastic place to start. Another place to start is over here, which you might not recognize it from this map, but if you've been in the northern forest, you might recognize it. You've got the limestone node out on that island over there, dotted around with some iron nodes, with a crash site, I believe, somewhere over there. You used to have a coal node, I think, there. They actually removed it. I don't know why, but they did, so yeah. You've also got like a couple copper nodes up there as well, which I think they're all pure, potentially. Yeah, the Northern Forest, in regards of nodes, are actually fantastic. The one challenge is going to be terrain. But you know what you could just do? Flop in foundations. It's not rocket science, but newer players might struggle with things like that. Whole gen area A. Okay, I think I've got this correct. So I'll get rid of you. There we go. Let's try it. Hold door. Nice. So then you will be area B. Yeah. You look a bit different. Oh, I think I know the reason why. The one thing I didn't do, which is a very quick thing I could just do manually, is that. That looks dreadful. Holy moly. It still looks a bit rough. It shouldn't do. No, that's fine. Okay, great. The next step now is to remove everything I've just placed down, because again, just pure talent here in this channel. The signs are vital. After so many times wondering what the hell you built, you start using signs. Oh yeah, they are fantastic. Also, something else that they've added, which I might have to get an image up on screen, is the belt scanners. There we go, Satisfactory. A few of you might already know this. I think it's called belt scanner. Is it not? Item scanner? No, that's... No, I don't... Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, we're sidetracked again, aren't we? This is really cool. I saw someone actually make the jetpack for this as well. As I was trying to put this into a jetpack, nice. As I was trying to make a thumbnail about this. Yeah, this guy. That's really cool. Also, has anyone ever seen one of these before? They are really rare, but yes, you can find a hog with a jetpack. I don't know the rarity. All that I do know is that it's very rare, and once I found it twice in the same save, never again. I don't know if they removed it. Conveyor belt scanner. I swear it's called conveyor belt scanner. Oh, conveyor throughput monitor. So rather than using signs and manually having to place down or like make a mental note of how many items are going on your conveyor belt from one side to your factory to the other, you can just place this down. You can unlock it in your awesome shop. I don't know how much it costs. I haven't used it just yet. I'll use it in a future video. But this really is fantastic because it scans the amount of items that's on that conveyor belt. So it saves you the resources of having to place down the signs. And it just, again, it's automatic. It does it for you, which is pretty cool. Yo, Satisfactory in real life? What? Isn't that crazy? This game was so successful, they literally invented factories in real life. Like, I mean, come on. Think of a game where that's ever happened before. The only comparison I can think of is Fortnite. Because Fortnite was so popular that they literally added trees in real life. I mean, isn't that just, like, wild? Anyway. I will very quickly note that was sarcasm for anyone who might have been concerned for my mental health. Thank you, but it's okay. What do you think about floating train track supports? They look fine. I mean, personally, I try to avoid them because I can't design very nice-looking floating train tracks. I have got a concept in mind that I might try out for this series, even though I'm going to try and, like, sway away from trains a little bit this playthrough. But there's a couple designs I want to at least attempt first. So, I'll try it. If it looks good, great. If it doesn't look good, I won't do it. But yeah, they look fine. And it also depends on who's designing it. Okay, this might be unnecessary, but I love unnecessary. You know the jetpack hog got removed when update 1.0 released. Well, that might be the reason as to why I haven't seen one since update 1.0. I can't confirm if that's true or not, although I don't see the reason as to why it won't be, to be honest. I won't be too surprised. Wow, that's ghastly. I can place you down there. You don't really notice that. You do a little bit, but it's fine. And the reason as to why I'm doing this, granted it's making my life a little bit more difficult, but it's worth it. Because I want to try and select... Okay, then I won't select that. I need you to come down here. Where are you connecting to? Just that? Okay, you're rather important there. So in theory, I want you to connect to that. I suppose I want you to move as well. Okay, this could be a pretty risky operation, because if I get this wrong, my factory's going to power off. So. I suppose starting off with you, I want you to be moved to there. I'll then place one of you lads in like so. Where I then want to make sure that you are connected to that. Fantastic. And then you are connected to... I can't live for myself if I do that, sorry. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, I prefer that. So you guys are now connected to that. I've got to very quickly now disconnect this from, well, from that, and connect you over there. Let's freaking go. I think I've done that right. Yes, nice. Okay, great. I don't think that was as dramatic as I thought it would be, but all I've got to do now, I think, is just remove that. No. Yep. Are you guys powered off? No, you're powered on. That's powered on. Okay, great. Everything's fine. Wow. I don't think this idea is actually going to be worth all that hassle, but we've started it now. We've started it, so we're going to end it. I'll get you. No, wrong one. You. Oh, hello, parrots. What were you doing down there that entire time? You silly Billy. In fact, you should be facing inwards. Yep. Lovely. Then face you in like that as well. Fantastic. The next plan now is to try and select you, bring you back to... Oh yeah, we said that I can't do that. That's fine. I've got a very simple fix for that, just in case the concrete is visible. And I assume it will be. Yeah, it's very barely visible. What I'm going to do here is select you. And nudge you in like that. So again, it's very barely visible, but it's a lot better than before. And it almost looks natural, I would say. So I'm happy with that. So you'll then continue around here. And for this side, what do I want to try and do here? I could add glass around the back, but a part of me saying just don't do that. I think what we'll do... Yep, we'll do this. I'll select you. Then bring you down. I'll then probably end up doing the exact same thing on the other side, just so it looks rather symmetrical. In fact, can I even do that here? The computer says yes. Okay. If the computer says yes, that's definitely a yes from me then as well. Select you, bring you somewhere. Ooh. Where is the right spot for this? One's here. No, okay. No. There we go, now we can properly nudge it. Add one more to this side. I think I want to try and add a pipe going through here as well. Like, you know when I was talking about those pipes that don't do anything? That's what I'm trying to add here. So let's select our logistics. Let's then go to our wall hall. Then do that. With you going around here. And as long as I select the straight modes, this should be... Okay, wow, that's dreadful. How about now? That's a lot better. You found a doggo with a large helmet one? Really? I know they had them during Christmas. It was like festive doggos. Welcome Spider Dube. One of the best games. Oh yeah, absolutely. I love this game. It's satisfying. Especially when something goes right. Those rare occasions when something actually goes the way you plan it to go. It is great. Chuck you into there, chuck you into there. There we go, just for a bit of that organized chaos look. Love it. There we go. Should I paint them blue? Suppose. Because the advantage of that is that it adds a bit of light, a bit of colour. Also, why is there a wall, a hole in the wall? And of course, the doggo's in the way, you little thing. Thank you. And now you're trapped in there forever. No, it can get out. Here you go, buddy. Hey, we've done our one good deed of the day. Wait, what's... Oh, right. I have done an oopsie. That's fine. Right. So that can remain the way it is. You, on the other hand, can't do that. There we go. I'll get rid of this. Can I place it up there? Because the whole point of this... I know this is like really stupid now. But the main reason as to what... You escaped to there. You ran 5 meters and you think that's... Doesn't matter. The reason why I added this here is so I can just stand here and think, wow, that looks nice. It really was not worth it. You just got the rifle. The rifle's good. Even the rebar is good as well, because the thing with the explosive rebar ammunition is that it can do a lot of damage. And I 1000% recommend it. I think there's also explosive rifle ammo, isn't there? So I'm sure that would also do a pretty good job at it. I do love explosive ammunition in this game. It's really satisfying. Nudge you up there a little bit. Beautiful. Do I like that? I don't know. If I'm honest. I don't know. I don't think I like this one. Smart ammo. So what does that do? Again, I've barely ever used the rifle. This could end up looking rather nice. Yeah, I quite like that. Yep. Okay, so we'll stick with that. That looks fun. And we'll go here with you. Sound. Nice. Bullet guidance. Ah, okay. That's pretty good actually then. I'm wondering, can I chuck you on top of here? I should be able to, so I hope so. No. Yep. That's... So that's this part now done. Can I potentially even add this roof here? It won't line up though, right? No. I like that though. Like we've instantly transformed this area so now it looks like it's outdoor / indoor. Rather than just like a bunch of random coal generators everywhere. I do quite like that. Granted, again, it took a very long time to do, but... yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day. Thank God, otherwise we'll be quite far behind. Or as we say here in England, London wasn't destroyed in a day. Okay, so you're actually... No one says that, by the way. You're lined up there, but then you're not lined up here. I don't like how that just cuts straight through. So what I'm going to try and do is this. That's a secret trick I learned at Hogwarts. It's called moving the object to where you want the object to be. Isn't it called like Leviosa? It's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. That looks terrible. Wow. Man, that's annoying. How do I even fix this, like, this crime? Because I need you to be... preferably, like, there. No. You need to be there. What if I left, like, a tiny gap in between everything? That, and now no gaps there. I don't know. I don't know. Because it has to fit. Do I want that to go along there? Not really. I wouldn't mind if you go up here as well. The actual concept I can understand, but I don't know. Do I want something here as well? Let me see. Like that. Sure, why not? So you're overlapping there by quite a bit. And that gap is rather visible. What I could do is have that there, have that there. Because that's roughly in the middle, so it looks like it's almost supposed to be there. No, it doesn't. I lied. Oh well. It's there now. It's going to stay. I don't even want to mess around with that anymore. Although I feel like it's going to be worth it. And then you're a bit low. Okay. Not low anymore. I like that, I think. Yeah, I think I do. One, like, literally very last detail I'll even consider adding is this. No, 'cause I like being able to see that corridor. So we'll definitely end up getting rid of that. We'll change the way these guys look. There we go. Sure. Fans across the gap. I haven't got fans unlocked, unfortunately. I could try that when I've got them unlocked. It'd be good. Now for this part, I know again I've just placed this down there. I'm not going to remove this because I actually quite like it. What I do want to try and do is build this up here a little bit. So around about there. In fact, sorry, I know I keep changing my mind. I'm trying to think what's the best way I can do everything. Like maybe not removing that would be a good start. What if I do this? Oh, it's gonna cut through it. Damn it! No. No fans? I know, I know. Basically a war crime at this point. If I was to move you up to here, you would actually fit in there. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. This is pain. I know. Okay, so we get rid of that. Get rid of that. And now we're left with this. So what I could do here is select all of that, get rid of it all. Same with you. Then replace you with this. Yep. In fact, I've got a better idea. If I took a shot every time I changed my mind so far in this one, like, live stream, I'd be dead. Worth it, though. Sure. I like that. You can still see the sign. If anything, now it's actually a bit better. In some ways. Oh, you're joking. You little... Sticking out like... No, stop. Because I will actually... like... Honestly, I will rip up this entire thing because that little rock is sticking out through there. I'm not going to though because I would never do that. At the drive-thru. Luckily, I'm that kind of guy that would write a script before I go through a drive-thru of everything that I want, with like clear instructions on how I'm going to order it. So luckily, I'm not that bad. I'll literally like type on my phone what I'm gonna say. Like I'll literally type hello, and then what I want. Why do I do that? I don't know. I don't know. I've got an idea. Is that it? One raw quartz? What? I have never seen that before. It only gave me one. Oh, you know what? Just get in the bin. Just get in the bin. That is unreal. A flowchart. Yeah, I literally create a flowchart before I go into KFC. Hello, sir. What would you like to eat? Give me a minute. I'm checking my my workings out. Okay, hello. Yes, I thought this was McDonald's. Goodbye. And I never returned to that place ever again. That establishment. How do you explore that forest without dying? Oh, this one. It's not too bad, the northern forest and this part of it. Especially now because I've got the creature hostility turned off. So they don't attack me unless I attack them. The main forest you gotta watch out for is this, the Titan Forest. You will die. You will die. Especially if you're new. Then it's pain. I would describe it as like a fun kind of pain, though. Oh, that's actually really annoying. Okay, wait. What if I do this? And do that. Yeah, this biome isn't like unbelievably terrible. I quite like it. I find it quite chill. Especially again because I have got those hostile creatures just turned off. Is it because I'm the worst? Yes. But it's also because I just prefer it. There you go. I've now got this area that leads into here. Why? Why did I... Doesn't matter. It's there now. And there you go. Within the space of just a few seconds, we've created this little small area. And there's actually something I was going to place down here. Like, this just wasn't just like a random area. There was a thought behind the madness. Oh, really? Oh, come on. Luckily, the half nudge does work there. Is that a bit close together? Maybe. We'll see. But now it's good. But yeah, the thing that I was going to place was another one of my lookout towers, if it doesn't get blocked by the... That's actually fine. Yeah, that's okay. A couple half nudges. I like the way that looks. I think what I'll then do... Again, like, I don't need to spend this much time doing this. I'm going to. Make sure the ladder's definitely facing me, which it is. Now, I wonder... Can I... Don't jump off the edge. Can I? Where is it? Architecture. You. Oh, you do snap to this. Oh, wow. Whoever designed that, thank you. That's a good idea. That's what I would have did. So you're then going to go here. Select one more of you. Can I still climb up the ladder? Oh, this could actually be a bit of a problem. Yes, okay, I can. Oh, this is so useless. You're slightly out of place. I think we can adjust that, though. Do you nudge? Oh, you do nudge. Okay. So I need that to be there. There we go. No, why? Why do I want it there? Okay. How does this look? Does it look as derp as I think it would look? No, it looks fine. Oh dear. I mean, why? I'm going to have like one storage box up there. Come on, I know you want to. There we go. And in theory, I could also do... Where is it? Something like this. I can start it here. Go up by 6. Again, go up there by 6. And what should we do? We could do foundations, or we could do this again. If I just snap you there... Oh, the gas is going to kill me. Please don't tell me that you're going to look terrible. Oh no, you actually fit in like a glove. Fantastic. So that works. I don't know what I'm doing. In case you guys couldn't tell, I know. I've kept that one a secret. Then we do that. And when it comes to the corner pieces, we just add this. Right, how bad does this look? Catwalks also snap to the power tower platforms. Oh yeah, nice. And the geothermal generator platforms? I had no idea. Pretty good to know. It does look a little bit derp. It does. I don't know if I hate it though. I'll keep it here for now. If I want to make improvements to it. I mean, from this angle, it looks pretty decent. I feel like it needs a couple more supports, potentially. But I would do that another day. So far, what we've done, I've added a bridge over there, which doesn't even, like, function as a bridge just yet. As well as a sign, but I haven't got the sign to place on the sign. We then added, to be fair, the most important part of today, the awesome sink, which has given us a good amount of coupons. We've then added a little tunnel down here, which we'll explore right now. I didn't realize how long this was going to take. Although, to be fair, I didn't realize I'll be doing this much detail. So you come through here, which I want to change anyway. I like the way this looks. Fantastic entrance. I got this as well. I feel like this area here is a bit, not claustrophobic, but I almost don't want this here. I know I've just spent the last god knows how long trying to get it into place. I almost prefer this. It's a bit more open at least. Stick with that for now. Okay. And I think also what I'm going to end up doing is this. Where is it? I think I actually want to try and get you guys plopped down here. Just one over there. Then some windows around here. You go over? No, okay, good. You shouldn't have. And it didn't, luckily. Can definitely improve on this, but like just adding that window there, in my opinion, actually changed quite a lot. I quite like that. It looks a bit neater. Then do the same along there. Keep this the way it is. It doesn't need windows or anything. So, if I turn off creature hostility to passive, none of those hogs will attack you. That is correct. I think. Yes, that is correct. I think it's here. So retaliate means that if you hit them, they're going to hit you back. Default means that if you're next to it, it's going to attack you. Then passive means that no matter what you do, even if you shoot it or punch it, it will not do any damage to you. However, things like gas and radioactivity will still do damage. You can activate an advanced game mode setting called God mode, and that essentially turns off any sort of damage against you. As of right now, again, things like fall damage, it will hurt you. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't do this area as well. There's so much left to do. Even just like adding those lights, we didn't do that much, but the little bit that we did do, it does add a lot. I'm happy I designed that blueprint off camera, because it ended up working out pretty well. With Acres. But regardless, everybody, I think that will just about do it for today. Can I try and end on a cinematic? I can, but that one's pretty crap. Here we go. That's too far away from me. Fantastic. Thank you. That's alright, man. Glad to help. Off camera, I don't think I'll be making too many more improvements. But maybe I'll do a stream again Thursday where I continue this project. We'll see. I had lots of fun today. I enjoyed it. It was a good meme. But yes, regardless, thank you very much to everyone who tuned in today. I mean, the support today was absolutely amazing, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So thank you very much, guys, for that. I do have to actually exit that mode. There we go. That was cool. Over 300 people tuned in on YouTube, which is extremely kind of you guys. Thank you very much. And we had 10 likes as well. Again, double digits. Thank you guys very much. Even Twitch was popping off with the viewer count. So thank you very much for that. Anything there for me to say? Again, on Friday, for the next 2 weeks I won't be here, so I can't stream. I should have a video coming out on Saturday, maybe? Or Sunday? One of those 2 days. So Sunday there should be a video. And maybe Friday. I've only got like 3 videos scheduled so far, unfortunately. So we'll see what I can do with that. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for tuning in. I won't drag on the outro. Have an amazing rest of the day, and hopefully I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for another one of these exact same streams, a bit more fun, just another relaxed stash. Wait. Can I not place my railings along the sides? No? Okay, I'm rage quitting. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and goodbye.